today. From GEHA Field at Arrowhead Stadium in Kansas City, it's a special New Year's Eve edition of the NFL on EA Sports. We'll see Patrick Mahomes and the Kansas City Chiefs taking on Joe Burrow and the Cincinnati Bengals.
From one of the loudest venues in the National Football League, you get a look there at GEHA Field at Arrowhead Stadium here in Kansas City. Coming up, a rematch of last year's AFC Championship game, as it'll be the Cincinnati Bengals taking on the Kansas City Chiefs. With Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gunn on this final day of 2023. Time to see if the game plan this offense has put together will be successful or not as they take over here early in this first quarter of play. Here's Pacheco to begin the drive. And he'll manage to pick up about 4. It's second down. The numbers on the ground for Pacheco last week. 13 carries, 52 yards, and a touchdown.
And that score solidified his standing at the top of the touchdown chart. And right now, he's looking to finish this season strong with a few more.
On play action, it's Mahomes. That's complete downfield to James. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. A gain there of 30 big ones.
Despite writing it down on my notes, I never give enough credit to the offensive line, and we have to here. The protection, that's what made this play a success. Quarterback had to wait for his crossing route to develop, and that takes a little bit of extra time. Excellent job by the big fellas up front.
Now he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down. The Chiefs at 13-2 on the year. And I tell you, it has been a few months now since they've tasted defeat, and they are without question the hottest team in football.
And I'm really not sure who's going to beat them right now because, to me, they have to be the favorites to go all the way because they're not just beating teams, they're dominating them. It's been fun to watch them play, not just in their winning, but how they're getting it done.
Quite the opening drive march they're on right now.
It looks a lot like what we saw in practice prior to the game, doesn't it? You know, because on that last big practice beforehand, you go through your offensive script, you go through your play calling, you go through all this stuff and establish things, and it looks like it's going like clockwork right now for them.
And that is incomplete. Oh, the coverage a little too good there, and it's second down. Now Mahomes on the bootleg. This is caught. Touchdown. Travis Kelce, his 17th touchdown now on the season. And the Chiefs will jump on top with the game's first score here this afternoon. One of the keys to their long winning streak has been Harrison Butker is on for the extra point. He hasn't missed an extra point all season, and he won't miss this one either, and it's 7-0. A drive that time of 6 plays, and it culminates in a Travis Kelce touchdown. Here's the Chiefs kickoff unit now as they'll send this one away. They're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. The Bengals now set for their first possession, and it's Pro Bowler Joe Burrow who leads this offense in his 4th season now out of LSU.
Hey, we all love a good story, and what we like even more, guys who can fight through adversity. Joe Burrow coming out of high school, goes to Ohio State, doesn't get a chance to start, transfers to LSU, not thought to be a top prospect, ends up the #1 pick in the draft, and justifies it. Tremendous play, excellent mobility, and leadership off the charts.
Here's a throw out wide, complete to his running back right side. So give him 5 yards there on the pitch and catch, and that will bring up second down. They're passing here. Joe Burrow finding Mixon here again on back-to-back plays. And Mixon going to have a Bengals first down as the tackle made at the 42. And we got a pause following the play because it appears a member of the Bengals in some discomfort. And not what you want to see this late in the season. Medical staff is going to check on him, and we'll step aside for a moment.
On one, ready?
Now they go play action now. Burrow hits his target. That's Charlie Jones. And they're well past midfield, just a yard or two shy of the 40. Give them 17 and a Cincinnati first down.
Here we go.
Out of the gun, it's Burrow. Dumps it off to Mixon. So the completion gets him just a yard, and it's second down. You talk about this Chiefs defense. It's quite a unit, that's for sure. #1 in the NFL against the pass.
And I'm struggling a little bit trying to really categorize this crew. They're top 10 in the league against the pass, but the bottom half of the league in sacking the quarterback. That doesn't make sense. Imagine if this group ever put pressure on the QB, it'd easily move into the top 5.
Burrow hooking up with Higgins for a Bengal first down. Again, he'll drop to throw. Throwing the out route, finding Boyd for the completion. And they'll work it inside the 15-yard line before it's all said and done. 15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another first down. Again, it's Burrow. It's caught on the right side of Smith. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. Start of the second quarter, and it's the Bengals in control of the football as they've got it with a third down coming up. So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down. On 3rd and 1, Burrow. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Well, it's been a tough go for them. These guys have been driving down the field, but defensively, once they got their backs to the goal line, turned up the pressure, that's going to lead to a 4th down. Well played.
McPherson's kick is good. And they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3. So a long drive gets them down inside the 5, but ultimately they settle for just the field goal.
And I have to think that if maybe they were a yard closer, that would have made their decision tougher, and I think they likely would have gone for it. But in this situation, they just decided to take the 3, and I think it was a smart move.
And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23. Kansas City taking the field for their second drive. And, Charles, no two ways around it. Anytime you get the current #1 and #2 seeds in the AFC playing each other this late in a season, it's a big game.
It is definitely a big game, and not just for seeding and placement and such, but for trying to establish yourself as the team to beat. You want everyone else in the league to look at you and say, boy, it's going to be tough to knock those guys off.
Here's Mahomes to throw. Open man, it's the tight end, Kelsey. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. Last play, they got stuffed at the line. Different story here, over 20 yards. Mahomes now on first down. Open man here, it's the tight end, Kelsey. And he's brought down. Another first down as they call his number again. He's got 15 yards here. Solid catch there for a man who's been so brilliant this year. Worth pointing out, as we were talking about earlier, there has never in the 60-year history of the award been a pass catcher, tight end or wide receiver, that has taken home the MVP trophy.
And the best receivers I've talked with, they know that stat, and it drives them crazy because they understand that without a quarterback, they don't make the plays that they make. They also don't feel like they get enough credit for bailing out some of the throws the quarterbacks make.
Absolutely. Takes two to tango. Buying time to his left. 20! And he's got another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Bengals' 17-yard line. Turns out to be a great idea to tuck that one. Good for 24 yards. So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. Operating from the red zone now, Mahomes. And that is caught. Touchdown, Kansas City. Kadarius Toney from 17 yards out. And they are able to add on to their advantage. Well executed there offensively. Defense looked a little confused, but he found his receiver, and that one good for 6 points.
And the payoff we just saw there tells us how many times they ran this play in practice over the past few weeks, because they executed that flawlessly right here on game day when the situation arose.
Extra point by Butker is on target, and that pushes the lead up to 11. So the drive there took 6 plays. And it's Kadarius Toney who caps things with a touchdown reception. Here's the Chiefs kickoff unit now as they'll send this one away. And able to break this out all the way to the 38-yard line. Great return. The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. And there, of course, was a lot of talk about this ball game coming into play. 2 division leaders in the AFC. Could this be a potential playoff preview down the line?
Yeah, and I think when you talk about the talk about this game coming into play, you're talking about me, because I blew up your phone all week prior to this one. I was so excited about this game because, to me, it's not out of the realm of possibility that these two teams see each other again down the road. I like this matchup. They match up very well against each other.
And Mixon going to have a Bengals first down as he'll be brought down just shy of midfield. Once again, they run with Mixon. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down. Now it's Burrow. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down. Game clock at 2:01. Time for one final play before the 2-minute warning. On 3rd down, Burrow. This goes out wide for Mixon. And he's got this down to the 35. 1:55 left to go in the first half of play. First down. Here's Burrow. Out to the left. He's got Sample there. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30. 2nd and 5. Burrow looking to pass. They'll set up the screen here to Mixon. And he is going to lose yardage here. So they'll wind up losing 7 on the play. And that's going to lead to a 3rd and 12. We'll see what they have drawn up here. A little bit behind the line. 12 yards needed to gain a first down. And that is incomplete.
Like what I see so far out of this defense, because they've been showing their best coverages on 3rd down. So far, only allowed 1 conversion on a handful of attempts. One area of their game plan that they've executed to perfection.
McPherson's kick is good. And a second field goal here cuts their deficit to 14-6 now. So he's been automatic to this point of the season, and he connects on the field goal there.
And what a luxury it is to have a kicker you can depend upon, partner, because he hasn't missed all year long. Converts on that one as well. And kudos to you. You didn't jinx it.
And we see James. He will not return it, and they'll bring it out to the 25. Now this Chiefs offense gets set to go again. Still more than a minute to go, so there is time if they want to mount something here.
Not only time, but they have 3 timeouts at their disposal as well. So that changes everything that you're doing here. Without those timeouts, you can only work the sidelines, hoping to get out of bounds. Here, the middle of the field's still available because you can call timeout and regroup.
First play of the drive, a success, 19 yards. Took just 1 play to move all the way to the 44 as they try again on first down. And across midfield he goes and into Bengal territory. The Chiefs will use the first of their timeouts, as the clock will stop with 35 seconds to go in quarter number 2. Here now, 2nd and 4. Looking to throw is Mahomes. To the right side, it's Kelsey. And Kelsey's going to have a Chiefs first down as he'll get this down to the 41. Now another timeout called for by the offense. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. On 1st and 10, here's Mahomes. And he's going to be sacked. They sack him back right at the midfield stripe. That one will set him back nearly 10 yards here on first down on the sack. The Chiefs quickly now going to use the last of their timeouts. And with halftime on the horizon, they'll be out of timeouts from here forward. After the sack, it's 2nd and 19, and the road gets a bit tougher from here. They go play fake. Mahomes. This throw incomplete, nearly picked off. And with his pedigree, he doesn't drop many of those. But 3rd down coming up. Play action. Now it's Mahomes. He's got this to the rookie, Rashee Rice. He's going to be brought down there in the field of play. And the clock will run, no timeouts. They will not have the chance to bring out the field goal unit. So we've reached halftime here on New Year's Eve. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
We'll begin in the Mile High City, an AFC West matchup between the LA Chargers and Denver. And it's the home team who are out in front. From there, let's head off and check out a second game. And you can see, currently they trail in that ball game. A touchdown run for Najee Harris. Finally, let's get to Indianapolis to check on the Colts at home at Lucas Oil Stadium. And things didn't go so well, as it was the visiting Raiders who come in and grab the victory. Jimmy Garoppolo, excellent in the victory, as it's one that pushes his guys 2 games above 500. In the first half, it was the reigning league MVP and Super Bowl MVP, Patrick Mahomes, who did his thing. His 2 touchdown passes helped pave the way for his guys to take this lead into the intermission.
Okay, Coach, appreciate it. A 1-touchdown game here as we get set to resume play in the second half. The Bucs set to get the football first, and they trail here as we get started in the second half. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. So holding will scratch off some of that return.
And I know fans get frustrated when they see penalties of this sort on kick returns, but it is difficult to do it right against these moving targets at full speed. Hard to do.
And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Here's 2nd and 10. Here's Burrow setting up to throw it. He'll drop this one down to Mixon. And he's able to get out to the 32, brought down there. Burrow on 3rd down. And unable to connect. If he had caught it, it would have been a first down. Instead, it's 4th. The Bengals bring out their punter now. And surprisingly, this is the first punt of the game for either team. He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. We'll call that a punt of 38 yards officially. And it's Chiefs football, 1st and 10. Now we take a glance at the offense as they work their way back out for their first possession of the second half. They'll start the drive here with Pacheco. And he'll get this to the 32. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
And they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
And he'll work this one up to about the 38.
Well, they're hoping that the second half is better for him than the first half. They've got to find a way to get him going. He's a big part of their offense.
They'll try for the first with Pacheco. Give him 3 yards and a fresh set of downs.
Well, it wasn't a goal line situation, but how about the goal line formation on 3rd and short? They went in, went heavy. No surprise on who was going to get the football. How about the power exhibited there?
Yeah, that was just put a hat on a hat, drive forward. Nice job to pick it up. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work this to the 45. That goes for a Chiefs first down, 14 yards.
And that was good protection there. No, that was great protection there because it allowed him to lock in on his receiver, although I think he was looking for his tight end on the corner route all the way. Nice connection there for a really nice gain.
And all the way inside the 15 before they drop it. A gain of 32 that time.
A very nice job right there, working the middle of the field, able to create some separation and then utilize it to not just make the catch, but turn upfield once he got the ball in his hands.
So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. And it's caught. And the Chiefs are going to be set up with a 1st and goal on a pass play that moves them all the way down to the 1. They fake the give. Now Mahomes. And they're going to get to him. A sack. Sacked back at the 9-yard line. Miles Murphy in there to record the 2nd sack of his young NFL career.
Well, surprise, surprise. 1st and goal at the 1. No quarterback sneak. No running play. They decide to throw for it, but the pressure got to him quickly and put the quarterback down.
Mahomes to throw on 2nd down. The throw for Tony is intercepted. Picked off by Mike Hilton. And the Bengals are going to have the football at their own 1-yard line. So a good drive with a bad ending, Charles. They move it down the field well. Cannot finish it off, though, as it's intercepted in the end zone.
Deflating, that has got to be the word here because they were sharp in moving it down the field. But sometimes you start thinking like a touchdown is a given. And it doesn't always work out that way as we saw there.
Here's Joe Mixon as they start on the ground. And now where are they going to mark him here? Well, they say he did get back to the 1-yard line, but that could have easily been 2 points the other way. Back to Mixon on 2nd down. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. 3rd and 2. Here's Burrow. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he is going to have a Bengals first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time has run out on this third quarter. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
Here we go. Can. Stop.
Mixon with a first down carry. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. Second down coming up. From the 23, here's 2nd and 6. From the shotgun, it's Burrow. Over the middle, complete. It's Smith. So the completion good for 6 yards. And that'll leave him with a third and just a yard. They give to Mixon to try to pick it up. And he's going to have the first down yardage as he's down at about the 30-yard line.
Brandon, this can be so demoralizing for a defense. They've had 2 opportunities.
Down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Clock running, under 4 to play now as they come up on 1st and 10. On 1st and 10, it's Evans. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
Here we go.
They keep it on the ground. This time it's Mixon. And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line. That'll wind up as a loss on the play, so now they're staring at a 3rd down and 12.
There's no question that coming into this game, this defense was pretty vocal about its desire to take this running back out of his game. And all that pregame winning has turned into results.
Team is on as this is sent away. James now to return. A good kick that time, but also a pretty good 15-yard return. And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. Mahomes will lead the Chiefs up 1st and 10 right at the 30. They'll start this drive out on the ground. A very tough run, but for a pretty short gain out near the 32. And when do they start thinking about burning these timeouts? They've got all 3 still defensively.
To me, you have to start right now. Here's the time, and that means you've got to stop them on defense, not give up the yardage, use your timeouts in order to get the ball back and try and score yourself. But now is the time to start using those timeouts.
And keep in mind, it'll also stop the clock at the 2-minute warning. 4th quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a 1-score game. So the Chiefs in possession of the ball as we welcome you back. Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. They go play action. Now Mahomes forced out to his left. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or 2 shy of the 30. And whistles, and we're going to have another stoppage of play as they call the timeout on defense with 1:53 left. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Now Mahomes. This ball deep for Tony. And this is caught. And that could seal it. It's a touchdown. What a huge touchdown that was, obviously, here in the late stages of the 4th quarter as they try to put this one away.
And, Brandon, when they watch the film after this week, they'll be very proud of every rep if they close this game out. Just a few snaps remaining. They can't relax just yet.
Butker on for the PAT. Oh, they flip it to the kicker. He looks like he's going to throw it.